up? I actually think there's a short. There is a short on GU right now, but whatever. Let's get it. Let's
get into it.
Get into it slowly.
For the week.
Yeah, just go like slowly does it. How you doing, man? What's going on?
Very well. I am. I'm fresh and ready for the week.
Fresh and
What about
ready.
you?
You had a
Good
good
weekend?
week. Oh, fresh and ready, man. Fresh and ready. Nah, man. So, what did you get up to on the weekend? How was it? You went?
Yeah, went up north in the UK for a weekend, see some friends. So it was nice to do something different for once. Switched off from the charts,
Yeah,
which is
it's
good to do.
important.
And yeah,
I think if you spend too much time in front of the charts, like sometimes you can get burnt out. You need those little breaks just to, reconnect afterwards. I think they're really important, to be fair. Oh yeah, how's your short going then? Because you're still short.
I'm still short on EU and GU. Obviously, for most of my funded accounts, I'm out of GU. I've got one on one of my prop firms.
Yeah,
but I can go through what I'm looking for at the minute if you want.
Yeah, go and jump in. Let me just hold on a second. What's this? So Jones, boys, I'm sorry I can't be at the live today. I want to catch this later. For Denzel, is he seeing YM reaching fresh all-time highs? What's YM?
Not sure what YM is.
But Jones, we've missed you, man.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. We have missed you, bro. It's been a while. Anyway, go on, and I'll let you go through what you're looking at. Go through the setups.
DXY, obviously, it's just been lingering in these areas. I'm wanting the buys for more upside. Take this off. I'm just looking for price one up to 100-ish, which will be good to see. Daily time frame, I said it was looking good. Now we have seen, if you include today, 4 days of very low volume as a whole, which ideally you'd want to be seeing price continue up. If we do start to create issues and breaking back below this daily area, I would probably favour price, even though that's against the way I'm looking to trade. Take out this, and then we do have other areas down here for downside. But currently, I'm still bullish on the dollar. As for EU, took a sell, which was a while ago now. The weekly, look, last week was a very, very poor week, to be honest. We didn't really do anything as a whole. Yeah. Now, we did obviously see price tag me in on the 17th, which was just over a week ago. I'm looking to target these lows, which are October lows. Currently, we're just seeing 3 or 4 bullish candles. They have been quite weak. So if we do get one big bearish candle, it might just shoot down, or otherwise, just like DXY's lows, this could be needed to be taken out. And then we've got these other areas up here to come into. But yeah, EU, I want to see more downside. But look, it's been very rangy on the weekly, so we could do anything really. Like, as much as I would love it to come down to these August lows and then maybe get more upside afterwards, depends where we're at. I think there's a lot going on with Trump, and I think that he's meeting that Xi this week. So we'll probably get a deal with the tariffs, which is probably going to move the market quite a bit. And then as for GU, I'm liking last week. We broke through this previous low that we had a few weeks failing to break. So that's been broken now. And we've got a big engulfing bearish close, daily time frame. So I've got one idea for the week, which would be a setup to break Friday's high where we had that news spike. So if we do get that, then I'll be looking for a short down to current lows. And I've got a few GU cells running on challenges and stuff, waiting for them to hit TP from now nearly 5 weeks ago, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, I'll see if they play out, because I can't really do much on the challenges. I want to try and pass, so I'll just let them play.
And that's you got the funding rock phase 2.
Yeah.
To do. You're in a trade on the phase 2 yet?
Yeah, so I took a loss on EU. That other EU trade I'm in.
So
that's running up about 1%. And then that GU setup I've looked at obviously getting in is going to be set up for this week. So if that comes in and EU comes in, I'd end up passing.
Nice.
Which would be the best case scenario, obviously.
Obviously. We need nice big account. 200k account. Why not?
Why not? Funded.
Yeah, man. Let's have a look and see what's been going on today. So I do want to get short GU. I don't know if it's going to give us the break retest. came up, hit this weekly level. We haven't been able to break through, and now we've just broken a little bit of structure. So any type of retracement into this area, so into the 50, then I'll be taking it to the 200 EMA right here. But at the moment, it looks like we've actually missed the boat. There was a lovely trade that I was aiming for on Friday that I didn't take, but it was just so beautiful. It was waiting around this area as well. All day it was just sitting in this range, and then just suddenly broke the range, retest, and then just continued to break down that Asian low. And I'm seeing this so often. It's just keeps happening. So what are we looking for today? Just maybe a break, retest, and continuation. So something like that would be the vibe. If we're going to get that EU, same type of thing, coming back down to the 200 EMA. By the time it comes down there as well, you've got these highs pre-break that could end up as support. So we got those. Gold back into a demand area on the daily. It's going to take a little bit more time, I think, for this to consolidate. What it needs to do is really just kind of consolidate for a little bit, maybe take out some of those lows, and then see if it can just start trickling up again. Everybody's long in this at the moment. Everyone, I see it. Everybody's trying to long. Nobody's actually shorting it. I don't see many people shorting at the moment, so I don't know if that's a sign or not. But we shall see, man. We're taking it very, very easy, I think. USD CHF also had a really nice, tried to push up, failed, didn't quite come to take down the Asian low, and it actually looks like it wants to push up. But if we go onto a higher time frame, to be honest, we're just stuck in this range.
Choppy,
very choppy.
Yeah, it's been moving weird, that one. I remember last week you had a few trades on that, and it just didn't get moving. Then it ran, didn't it?
Yeah, this looks like it's actually started to build up right now. That looks like it could be a nice little trade. Take out the Asian high. This is EG. I think we can go for this. That would be the better trade, I think. Euro, Great British Pound. I have been waiting for this setup for all day, to be honest. I've seen this consolidation. We've had all of this consolidation, this kind of downward trend line. We've come into 50, like a 50 fib. It hasn't broken. So it hasn't broken down properly. It's just stayed within this range. And now it looks like it actually wants to break out. So if we do something like, let's work out the risk on this. Because that'll be, so if I put 10 lots, that's roughly around about 700. Put the stop loss back into the range, which now I'm talking to myself back into the range. Sounds a very stupid idea. Something like that roughly would be the trade that we'd be looking for on EG. See if we actually get some movement, because it's been within this all day, and it actually only now it's starting to finally see some support. We've come down into this area. We've done that kind of W pattern, if everybody knows that kind of, reverse head and shoulders, or whatever you want to call it, that kind of pattern.
Yeah, if that's the low of the week and we do get that big push up, could be looking pretty solid. Big move there.
Pound's starting to come off quite a bit, to be fair. Like, I'm just having a look at pound now. Yeah. That I'm not long in this. Not short in this. If this comes back, I'm probably not less inclined to short it. since now we're in this one. We'll see what happens, man.
We'll see.
It's first trade.
First trade of the week.
Yeah. It's quite nice as well, just taking a bit more of a relaxed approach. Especially if you're not feeling good as well. It's like if you got a bit of a cold and stuff, you don't really want to be, or if you're feeling tired.
That's an important thing, like people don't realize that some days you're just not feeling it, and as much as it in your head you might think I want to trade, just watch it or just come another day.
Yeah. Sometimes the trades you don't have to take your setup every single time is what you're basically saying. Even if you see it, maybe sometimes you can just step back and just watch it play out.
Yeah.
But it does look like it wants to push.
What's everyone else looking at today?
Yeah, so in the Discord, I was having a look at the Discord earlier. People are in some really nice stuff, to be fair. I want to know why Jones has gone to indices though. He's gone over to trade indices. Probably because they're more, let's have a look at what the indices are doing. Let's have a look at this play. Okay, 5% down on the day already. I think we're sweet on that. So crypto also pretty much down. Let's have a look at S&P 500. Wow, we in all-time highs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we carried on.
It's ridiculous, bro. It just doesn't stop.
It does not care.
It just does not stop. Yeah, timing the market's better than timing the market. Again, just goes to prove you can't time the bottoms, you can't time the top.
Yeah, people making a killing off these assets or whatever that just keep going up. I saw the big payout from one of the Funding Rock guys, just trading gold, just buying gold. Made like, what was it, 9K, 10K?
Yeah, what for the trade of a 20%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive.
Made 11K in profit.
Mental.
From long in gold. It wasn't just one trade as well. It was a lot of trades. He built it up, to be fair. It wasn't just like one lucky trade. Tried to get him for an interview, but he didn't want to come on for an interview. Some people just like being more in the background. Not everybody wants to be out on camera all the time and stuff.
There's some big dogs that just don't, they just...
Some people just don't care, yeah.
Stick to themselves, fair play.
Yeah. Sometimes going on camera all the time as well, it's tiring, bro.
Yeah.
It's so tiring. Like, it's a love-or-hate relationship because sometimes it's really fun, get to chill, and meeting people and trading live and stuff. But doing it every single day, sometimes you don't want to be in front of the camera and trading.
Yeah, so true. It can add pressure as well, especially putting yourself out there for many people, and you don't want to let that affect how you do things.
That's true. Yeah, and it does have that effect as well, because sometimes you tend to get into some trades that you would have missed, but because you're live, you're like, okay, you're going to push yourself to actually take them.
Yeah, proving a point sometimes.
Yeah. But we've seen a lot of new people coming to Funding Rock and getting funded. We need a big account. I'm looking at you, bro. You are the savior. You're going to be the first 200K.
Is there any six-figure traders yet? Getting 100K or anything? No.
No, 50Ks. 50Ks, yeah. No, 100Ks. No, 100Ks not just yet.
I mean, it's going to be good. I don't know, obviously, how long it will take, but it could be very soon. And I would love that, to get a nice couple of payouts before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Should be perfect.
Yeah, indeed. We look like we're getting a little bit more momentum, unless this now turns into a wick and us would be like trapped in this long. I doubt it. It looks like it's actually pushing because
Pound is dying.
pound's dying.
Yeah.
Because it's also following that weekly. It's come up, hit a 50 fib on a weekly level. It's been consolidating all day, and now it's breaking structure. So it's just, and it's just really after that engulfing candle, retest onto the level, and then a continuation. It's just kind of classic, isn't it?
Could be putting in, that high for the week already.
Yeah.
Right.
And these all, these are fairly weak. So you got your range high. I'd say the range high would be that and that maybe.
Yeah.
That's a 1 hour. So, or would you? That's the thing. So this could be quite difficult because would you mark it as that being the pivot high?
So with me, the only reason why I'd get in at that high that you've got marked in now would be if that is obviously that high formed the new low. So if we do fail to make a further low past last week's low, then if that gets taken out, I'd
Then
favour
it's
that.
long. Yeah.
But would I get in within that area? Probably not. It's a bit risky. We could respect that high that we made down on Friday's news, but I would rather get in a bit higher, to be honest, for a move.
Yeah. But that looks, open up on.
That is good though.
Yeah. It's a shame we didn't get short, but we got long at least. We got long. Tell you what, man, as well, I'm surprised. Every place I'm going to, I'm just understanding that everywhere is expensive. It doesn't matter what country you're in, unless you're probably over in Asia. It's all pretty much the same.
Yeah, even now, like you're looking at beer up north. I was shocked. You're paying what London prices was like.
No,
it was.
What, you're not up to a tenner?
£7.
£7
for a beer.
North.
Yeah, just in a pub.
Oh, but it's Manchester though.
It is Manchester.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna find, like, if you would say Sheffield, I reckon Sheffield's still up there at like £5 or something.
There is some cheaper places as you go up. But yeah, just it ain't the cheapest anymore. But yeah, like you say, Asia, you're paying a lot less, but still more than what you would be probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When you went away, did you stay in like a hotel or like a villa or something?
Airbnb. Yeah.
Way forward, didn't they?
Yeah, I do like hotels, but yeah, I don't know why we went for the Airbnb instead of the hotels. I would have preferred the hotel just for the hotel food, to be fair.
Yeah, I like an Airbnb.
I'm gonna stick I'm just gonna pop out for 2 seconds. I'm gonna stick you on here. Wilski, give me 2 secs. You can take over for just a 2 secs while I just
let me get it up.
We'll go through. Catching a bit of a cold.
Cool.
Just tell me when you're ready, bud.
Yeah, I think I'm sharing. Yeah. Is it not coming up?
Nah, it keeps going off.
It's just.
Oh, bro! One day we're gonna stop getting bugs.
Got it now?
Nah, bro.
It's showing that I'm sharing.
It's showing that it's sharing. Let's have a look.
I'm gonna get a new tab up. 1 sec. Get rid of that. Let's do it. How about now?
Nah, bro. It's
No.
dead. It's dead. I'm gonna put my screen on. All right, you're gonna entertain people for like 5 minutes.
Sure.
I'll just let's have a look. Now it's come off.
Yeah, you see it now.
Yeah.
Good. All right, sweet. Yeah, let me know what you guys are looking at today. Let's get something going. But yeah, I'm still in free position, so I am very much higher time frame trader. You guys probably know the drill by now. I like to set limits as well. So what I usually do is at the start of the week, I will look for areas of interest that I like, which are usually placed like fairly high. So I don't like selling. I wouldn't like selling on a continuation this week because for me, if I had a stop maybe like here, I wouldn't want price to pull back, take me out, and then continue down. So you can probably see the positions that I'm in so far, these ones up here, we saw at least a couple of days pulling back before getting in them. And it just means that when you're getting in, especially where you're putting your stop loss, that one was closed, but you're getting in at, the highs. You're selling at the highs, and then where the lows are, you want them to be your targets. If you're getting in sells too far down, obviously, it's not to say that the trades can't run because they can, but what you want to see is if you are getting in here, you've got to play that quick move because if these are the overall targets, where we're looking at, you want to make sure. And that's really simple. As long as you can, buy low and sell high. I know obviously in theory it sounds easy, but when it comes to the live market, you've got to visualize the area you want to get in. And it's really as simple as that. And as for the high, I want to go through the higher time frames more on the monthly. We'll start with GU because to get an idea of obviously what the weekly and daily is going to do, it is nice to have a little idea of what the monthly is looking like. Let me get off this quickly. So looking at what we can see here, we had this pullback that gave us a failed continuation. So you got this high up here, which is July's high, which is where we started to see a bit of downside on the GU after seeing maybe like 5-6 months in a row go up. The fact that this failed to make that high, to me, I really do think I'm really liking this zone around 1.31. I think this is a really good pullback area we can get into. So that's what I'm looking for. And then if we take out this and we do manage to hold this area, then I do think we could revisit the highs. It's not to say that I don't think we're going higher, because if you look at the structure, you can see it's very, very bullish. And I think the ultimate target would be probably these overall highs like 1.42. And this has ever been since 2022, and we had this huge pullback. So I'm looking for the buys to continue up, but we could pull back anywhere within that previous low there, which is all the way down here. We've got this move to pull back into. We can get better prices for the overall buy moves. Hi guys, I'm short GU from 133,500. Let's have a look at what that is. 33,500.
Wow, right at the top on that weekly level. Really nice nice area. Nice short.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I do think we're going lower. I think the daily structure has been really clean. We are putting in them lower lows, lower highs. It's just a fact. The market's been slow, and I think there's a lot of indecision. But when we get that decisiveness coming in, I do favour this low.
Yeah.
It's going to come, I think. Obviously, I don't like saying it's definitely going to come in because you just never know.
What would be the trigger for you to close out of all your trades?
It would take a lot. I would say if we would
stop loss.
So I've got stop losses obviously up at like 136, 135, 500, and then this one gets tagged in. Obviously, I wouldn't want to start to see us breaking back above these highs, because if we start retesting it to go up, but I think I'm very reluctant to close up my trades. Really, the signal would be, it was going to be if we failed to break this area and started to get engulfing bullish candles, but we just never did. So at the minute, I'm still confident. Yeah, I'm still confident on GU. As for EU, let me get up EU. EU's just been really difficult. I've really struggled on EU the last 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Within this area.
It's ranging.
It's dirty, really, on the weekly.
Yeah.
And this is where you give your money back to the markets most of the time. When you look at your year, and most traders can predict these really quick buy moves. And if you take a buy, at the start of this week and you hold it for a couple of weeks, you can't really go wrong. But then as soon as you start looking to selling here or buy, and it obviously after this any buys here would not have worked for 3-4 weeks. Yet, you can't really predict what's going to happen as long as we're staying within this low here. And this is what I don't like about EU compared to GU, is this low on GU is technically broken for more downside. But we've got this whole huge area that I think good sells can be, placed in. But we're not getting below there yet. And it's a bit riskier taking any sell in here, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with this move I've got in. For me to close out this trade, yeah, I don't think I would be. I'd let this play out. I'd want to see really this high respected, because it is looking very rangy again, because when we're putting at least like lower lows, lower highs, form them lows, but we haven't formed new lows yet, and we are starting to create a little bit of high-low structure, nothing crazy yet. And again, we've still got 4 days left for this to play out. So we'll see what we do. But yeah, on the higher time frames on EU, I do like where we've come into. We've got, for me, this is a huge area that we tapped into. And then we've seen this month, we actually failed the start of the month. We've already broken this low. So I do favour the downside. But I just think there's going to be one, like that candle there, I think we're going to get one huge candle in either direction. It's going to just wipe everyone out and give some actual direction of where this is going to go.
Yeah, it's been accumulating
Hard, but these whips as well, it makes you question what is it? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's just doing it. It's just doing it both sides, just accumulating orders. So eventually, wherever it goes, it's going to be a fast, hard move. So I think if you're basing it off that, what do we want to see if we want to be on the correct side? We want to see body closes underneath one of those levels or above one of those levels.
I at the minute favour better sells really within this, really anything below in this area. That would be great. 1.15 to 1.14, good area for sells. But obviously then you're getting in once we break. So you'd want to see something like that to get in. I like the buys probably back above there. I was looking back in the day when the price was like around that area, that I was looking for the buys if we did break above it, but we just never did. And we're just bearish ever since we had that candle close there that week. But you got to be careful in these areas, and I think I've took about 7 or 8 trades, and I've only won one, I think. No, 2. I've won 2.
Yeah.
Not many. Not many at all.
Still pretty good win rate, if I may say.
Yeah, my win rate it's under 50%.
Yeah,
40%.
Yeah.
But then average R is probably around high 2s, low 3s on average, and I think that's all you need, really, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do like a little bit of a higher risk to reward. Not to say that obviously I wouldn't go for something like a 2, but 2 is my minimum. I don't go for anything lower than a 2. I will otherwise wait for price to enter that. In this case, it'd be a higher area for me to get the 2R. That's how I like to play it. I used to trade negative R when I was doing bad, and I just couldn't get enough of a high win rate for it to work. So yeah, that's something I had to learn. But everyone's different.
I've seen a couple of people make it work until it didn't work.
Right.
The negative risk to reward. There was there was an influencer trading gold that lost his ass doing it.
Oh, I know that is
Dino or Dino. Dino trading gold.
I used to watch him. He used to catch. I think he'd look for 10 pips and then he'd have a 100 pip stop. That's what a 0.1R. Ridiculous.
But he used to have a crazy win rate though, no?
Yeah, he did have a very high win rate. But when he'd lose,
he'd just open it and then just close out straight away though.
Yeah, it would almost be, he'd try and catch he wouldn't want price going anywhere into drawdown, so he'd be looking for like a buy stop or sell stop pretty much. And then looking for that quick 5-10 minute push.
Yeah.
Like you say, he had a fund with a lot of people's money, and I don't know what dodgy stuff happened there. but he
Yeah, he
did.
seems like he's fell off now.
Yeah, he did. He did do people dirty.
I see you're going to get one name.
Your one chance, aren't you? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, what I know about this
It's a
industry,
shame.
like,
It's a shame because he had a good brand.
yeah, he had really good views.
Yeah. It's just a shame just that one time you decide that you want to make a little bit of extra cash. Yeah. Well, whatever.
But do you think about this industry though, like because it's a high turnover rate, you can still be a part of the industry because people will not know who you are or what you've done.
Unfortunately.
It's the way it goes.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of people like you kind of know straight away that they're not very ethical. They get they've done scams and stuff, and then after about a couple of months, they're still doing it, and nobody bats an eyelid. It's
Go
like,
again.
yeah, it's crazy. Let's have a look at this trade, see what this is happening. It's still quite choppy. There's not a lot of like momentum. Like this looks okay, but
Just pull back a bit.
it's it pulled back onto the trend line. But how many times has this done it? We could have done the trend line from there.
Where you
Could have
placed
looked at this earlier today and be like, okay, now it's broken, it's retested, it's continued, but then it failed. So it's like trend lines are very mischievous. You can't really trust the trend line.
trend line. You can draw a trend line how you want. So unless you know exactly every time how you draw them, what criteria you need to make to get it, you can easily get it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they're difficult, man. They look so good as well after the
They
fact.
do, and it plays out.
You're like, wow, look at that, trend line
Clean.
touch, 3 touched on the trend line. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, trend line's the best.
Perfect.
And then you look back and really in the moment, you can't see it. Okay, is there going to be a chance of you guys bringing zero commissions? No, mate, to be honest. The reason being is if we take away commissions, then the spread has got to be worse because it's just you got to pay it. It's just a part of the doing business. So if you ever see companies doing zero commissions, that's built in the spread anyway. Nobody's doing anybody a favor. So
You can still make enough profit without worrying about your commissions. They're a small
Yeah.
percent, aren't they?
I would prefer having higher commissions and better spreads than the latter. Like having zero commissions and awful spreads is it feels horrible, especially when you're trying to grab a little bit more. Let's say I wanted to get into this position right where it's at now, and then the spread ended up being 2 pips away. It'd be awful.
Especially with me and limits, because I've had so many different props that some of them don't get tagged in and some of them do.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
frustrating.
so annoying.
Yeah.
So I now give myself a couple of pips because in the scheme of me having a 50 pip stop, that's not really going to make much of a difference.
You just build it into your risk, you just add that to your
to learn.
Yeah, it's the way to do it. That is a way to do it. It's not really doing anything. Tell you what, every time I get on a plane, I come off, I always get so bunged up because there's so many people on the plane and all this aircon.
The aircon, it really does you in. Always find the aircon.
I don't know. Do you like flying?
Yeah. I don't do it often, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I prefer to get a private jet, but
yeah. I like a good old private jet.
Have you done any like business class and all that?
No. Always economy, man.
Literally.
I've got some friends that have done, do business class and all of that, and it's like it's nice for them.
Not
It's
doing it, though, you won't go back, will you?
probably not. Probably it would ruin the whole experience of being in economy if you could ruin, you know. But where do I go? I go to the UK. It's not very far away.
Oh,
Most places are very close. If I was going to the US, maybe it would be worth it.
US quite a long one for you then. You're looking at 10 hours,
13, something like that.
13, depending on where you go.
Same for the UK though. How long is it to the US for the UK?
It is quite a while. Yeah, you're looking at least 10. I think 10 to 15, depending on whereabouts.
They've got a direct though to New York and places
They
like
do
that.
have the direct, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch you back over, man. I gotta go get a tissue for my nose.
Sweet.
Gosh.
Alex is dying over it. Just make sure my screen's up. We're back up. We're back up. Anything else? Gold. Let's have a look at gold. Whoa, getting that retest now. It's really pushed down. I think you've got to think about what we're doing here. So, daily time frame, we did have kind of topped out. We had 2 days where we just nipped that high. We got a sell off. It's a very aggressive sell off. So I would look at this, and obviously I don't trade gold. I would look at this and see how big this move was. We had 10 weeks in a row with no downside. A lot of the weeks just started pushing up. We've already now coming in to taking that previous weekly low, and we're around that 4K level. So if we were to mark it in, this retest of 4K, did we quite get it? Nah. So we had price continue off that area for 4K. We had a double fake out there to give us that further push. I would probably be interested for getting in buys, probably looking at getting down to that. And obviously we could just tap this now and we could have a big reaction off it and then we could come up. But I'd be careful about, these kind of areas we're leaving here. In the moment that I would say, not to say that it's going to go down, but I think, as the easy buys which people were getting in consistently, I think, we are coming into the point at which, at least on the 4 hour, I would probably fib this up from these lows. And you've got to think that was a very big leg on the 4 hour, come from the 9th to the 17th. And if we are, like I said, if we are going to take out this area, does that mean we're potentially are going to be breaking the 4 hour? Obviously this, we could say that's a break of structure, depending on whether you like to see the body broken through the high. It just wicked there on the 4 hour. So I'd be careful. I'm not sure because I don't trade it, but I would look at this and say, is this the start of a bit of a pullback? Or more importantly, on the monthly, are we going to see the monthly close above 4K? And if we don't do that, I would probably favour a move like this, whether or not we make a low down here, pull back into some area here for more shorts. That's really what I'd be waiting for. Because I'm a higher time frame trader, I'd be on the monthly saying that we can't break 4K. I think we're in for a bit of downside. As for where the downside is going to come into, though, I mean, you could have issues anywhere. You could really start bouncing back up again. And with the uncertainty in the economy in the minute, the US, the tariff deals, probably going to see some big moves. But we haven't actually seen a pullback. This wasn't really a pullback. We are looking back from last year where we last saw a pullback. What does Q4 like to do? We've seen Q1, just completely distribute to the upside with a bit of accumulation there during that Q2. And then Q3, for the most part, is just, again, distributed to the upside. And Q4 now, we are coming into the end of the year. And how are we going to look? We're going to have to leave some kind of wick, surely. So, yeah, I'd like to see, if I was going to get in more buy positions, I'd like to see a bit of a pullback, or at least see the monthly close above this 4K level. But it's interesting to look at, though, because you can't really gauge what it's going to do. It's moved so much.
It's difficult. It has changed character on the lower time frame.
Yeah, and it's had a very heavy push. Like, this was the biggest bearish daily close candle in, I don't even know when the last time we saw a candle that big on the bears. We had a big day there back in end of 23. So 1,200 pips.
Yeah.
This candle was probably bigger. Yeah, like 3,000. Very big. But we hit 5k? We could hit 5k before the end of the year. You just don't know.
Yeah, anything can happen, especially in these markets, man.
Yeah. But you need a pullback. Like you want to see the pullbacks at least some degree to like recalibrate the market structure. If we're going to get more buys, then you've actually got a target. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You've got the highs. And otherwise, you haven't really got that. But yeah, we haven't got a wick there. I think we might have gapped. So we haven't even filled this gap properly either. I think there could be a play for buy somewhere around here for that to fill this.
So I've just started buying really small amounts, like like a tenth of a lot.
Yeah.
So really small amounts just to start laddering in, scaling in slowly as it comes down. Let's have a look at that pound, the euro pound position started to get back into the favor, starts to push off. Got a little bit more momentum now. Short BTC. What are we saying about BTC? So look. Don't know.
Oh,
It's a hard one.
it's difficult.
That is. Oh.
It's always going to go up.
It's still in this bullish range, isn't it? Well, you could say, look, here it closed still within like this is ranging.
Yeah, you have a couple of exhausts to the downside. It does struggle to break that low.
Yeah,
it's 100k as well, around 100k.
It's a big number, big number. BNB though, seriously, this is crazy. This thing.
Yeah, mad movements.
Yeah. Short. See, at the moment, the reason why I want to short this is because we're just stuck in the middle of the range at the moment, and you don't. It's like a 50-50 chance if you're stuck in the middle of the range, because where you're going to put your stop, realistically, you're going to put your stop the other side of the range. So it's like, let's put the middle line. You're literally at the 50%. So if you're going to go short, where are you going to put your stop? But if you're doing it on a 1 hour, you're not. I don't know, man.
The mid range of a range is the worst point to get in for either buys or sellers.
Yeah.
But as long as you're sticking to your plan and your strategy, then you've got to go with it.
Yeah. This could range. We've seen ranges like this for, look at this for God's sake.
7-8 months.
Yeah. Hold on. Just go back. Take it from there to come back around this 50 level quite a bit. There's a lot of volume around those levels. Look at October of all of this area as well. Ranges could range for months and months and months. All right, let's have a look at what this is doing. I think we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Something really nice though about getting into a trade and just like sitting back and not doing anything, not being in front of the charts all the time. Quite jealous of swing trade. I'm quite jealous of that.
It's a skill in itself to when you're lower time frame, because I used to be lower time frame. You just want to always watch it, manage it.
You started on lower time frames.
Yeah, I was trading off. I wasn't going further down the 15-minute. I would trade. I'll trade London session between 4 hour and 15-minute. Usually, you look for 30-minute entry, 1 hour entries. At one point, I did start going on to the really lower time frames where I experienced my biggest losing streak.
Oh, you're talking about those mean minutes.
I was in the 1 minutes.
Yeah, 60-second charts we call them.
You dared to go lower than that as well.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't, but I've seen you can buy it on TradingView. You can pay for 30 seconds,
30
15.
seconds. Yeah, you've got it on here. But the thing is, with CFD, you can't. It's impossible to trade it. You can do that on futures.
Yeah, it gets really
On CFD, you're like, okay, the spread is just massive.
Yeah, you're looking at the chart and the spread's taking up half your move.
Yeah, especially if you're just looking for these little pops. Gold, it's probably doable. Let's have a look and see if we can do a little bit of super scalping on gold.
A little snipe.
A little sniping on gold. Let's have a look. It's on the 30-second chart. It says 15 second. We'll just do a little bit of scalping on this with 0.01s. Let's see if we got a little buy there. Wow, man! Look how close that is, though. That is insane. That's actually insane. How tight does the...
That's really good.
Yeah.
No stop loss, just going for it.
Actually, kind of stupid, isn't it? Having no stop loss. But this is we're in a quite a bit of area of demand. The worst case going to 20 quid. Wow, to be fair, it is 3% down on the day. Which just happened. It's probably actually not a smart idea. What then, son? Yeah. Look at that, super scalping.
This is how you trade your 5k challenge.
This is 50-second chart, boys and girls. This is what we do.
So I was going to ask, with the last week's giveaway, how out of them 10 accounts, how many would you expect to pass? And none. Yeah.
None.
And get a payout in there.
None. Because nobody cares about them. That's the problem. When they get them for free, they don't care.
Yeah, I have people messaging me on my channel going, I've got no money, pay for a 5k. And I'm thinking, what have you done to deserve it for a start? Are you working 2-3 jobs to get yourself an account? Probably not. Like, if you want it bad enough, you'll do what it takes.
Yeah.
And I get there's people, third world countries, that don't have as much money, but you can still, over time save up. You can go for the small accounts, and you get good deals on 5k challenges anyway.
Oh, 100%. You can get 35 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm fast enough for super scalping on a 15-second chart. It's kind of west. If it breaks that low, I'll probably get out.
Problem is, by the time you've actually thought about this decision,
yeah, that's just way too. It's way too fast. To be honest, I'd probably prefer to actually get short just off these just the EMAs.
Pull back.
Pull back onto the EMA and then get short. I don't know why. Try and pound is really coming off.
Yeah, daily's about to flip again. I still favour GU for downside, at least if you're intraday. You haven't. Oh, we did end up filling the gap this morning. I was looking at that.
Let's have a look quickly on. Oh yeah, okay. Forgot that was on the 15-second chart. I was like, yeah.
Move
Okay. You go back on it now, I'm like, oh god, haven't even done anything. Let's go back onto the 15-second chart on gold.
$3,945, 200 EMA on the 4-hour level strong.
What's that for?
Abdullah's saying about it on gold.
Well, let's have a...
It's more like it.
Yeah. Get short off the EMAs. I'm not surprised why everybody's making crazy money on gold, because it's just the spreads and execution's insane.
Yeah, considering how much it moves,
Yeah.
you do get really good feels.
Yeah, like proper. Still haven't broken the those lows.
Yeah, it's been moving well, and every time you get in it just stops. Stops moving.
So, it's like on the 15-second charts. It's still kind of slow. Let's go on a 1 second.
When you go below that, is that the lowest?
Nah, 1 second. Yeah, you can't go lower than 1 second. Just trading on a range, trading on a 1 second chart.
Give you a heart attack.
Oh, there we go. We're getting the break. Are we getting the break?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
More.
Yeah, no, these are way too fast. This is like this is West. This is, how can anyone get any proper information out of that? Awful.
There's got to be at least one trader out there that can actually somehow.
No, I've seen a few futures traders trading a 30-second chart. I don't know to how well, So I have seen a bit of social media. There we go.
Yeah, that a second ago on the 1 second chart looked like that was going up quick. And then it's reversed it already.
Yeah. It's like we're still stuck in this little range. As soon as we get like a hard close, I think we'll be happy. Then maybe I can put a stop just above this. It doesn't matter what time frame you're on. Price is the same price on every time. Price is at the same place on every time frame. So you've got to be patient no matter what you're doing.
It's true.
Pound's still pushing down. Still pushing down.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised overall on the USD pairs that we've not really, ever since we had Friday's kind of CPI coming, we haven't done much outside of that area.
Yeah.
It's waiting for probably Fed rate and all the tariff stuff today, not this week.
What is it? Trump's son is like the richest ever 19-year-old or something like that. Don't know.
He's going to be billionaire soon. Where he's going.
All off crypto.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The insider information's just...
Yeah. I doubt he's on the 1 minute, super scalping Bitcoin.
The unfair advantage is real.
Life is tough. What are you thinking? You're thinking this is going to come up to this level?
Probably, but it can just move, can't it? I mean, look at that last time it consolidated, and then just dropped again. Barron Trump, 100% win rate.
I'm sure. What's his favourite strategy? Listening to his dad's phone calls.
Yeah. It's true that there's at least someone out there with a 0% loss rate.
I wonder where he trades as well.
No idea.
He's got like some special over-the-counter type of deal, or he trades the same as us peasants.
Yeah, what broker would you be putting your money into for that?
Binance, Kraken. Same ones as everybody else. It's just the ones that could give the best liquidity, I guess. Binance for liquidity, I don't know.
Is it? Yeah.
Hit and miss. The thing is, all of these brokers as well, like all of these big ones, they all have their own positions on crypto. So it's kind of like they know where everybody else has got all their positions, and they know how many people's going long, how many people's going short, and they're in their own positions as well. It's kind of like a conflict of interest.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Like, gotta be a little bit cautious with a lot of these brokers, to be fair. Some of these massive liquidations. Anyway, guys, we're gonna have to call it a day because I'm actually super sick. I can feel it. But we will be back tomorrow.
100%.
There you go. Wilski, you gonna be joining me tomorrow?
Yeah, man. Of course.
Yeah. We'll see if this trade on Euro Pound actually plays out. We're gonna get rid of the 30-second chart. I don't know whoever could trade that, but that is the trade. So we'll see tomorrow if that ended up working out. And that's it. Take care, guys.
Later. Have a good one.